Hello, Scrappy family. Amanda here. We are going to work on a layout of my daughter using this Hello Kitty paper pack I picked up at the Orlando Scrapbook Expo. My daughter has transitioned into her Hello Kitty era, and of course, mom has to document it. We're going to start here with our sheet of white American Crafts cardstock. This is going to be a single page layout, so we're just going to use one. And this collection kit only came with pattern papers. There weren't any embellishments or stickers included, so we're going to have to make it work with what we have on hand. Using the variety of pattern papers, I decided to go with a grid layout, which is my go-to whenever I can't find a sketch I want to use. So I'm cutting this polka dot paper down to a 1 by 8 inch. I'm going to do like a 8 by 12 block here, 4 by 4 photo, two 2 by 2 photos, and one 4 by 6 photo. In the 2 by 2s is a pose of her, and then of course her baby brother had to, get in on the photo shoot as well. In these pictures, she's wearing a Hello Kitty shirt, some flower glasses that are similar to this pattern paper that I'm cutting right now, as well as her Hello Kitty Stanley that her grandmother bought her, and her Hello Kitty stuffy. So this block I cut at a 4 by 4 of that floral piece, and then I put the 4 by 4 photo underneath it. Then next to it, the 4 by 6 photo. Then I'm going to pick another sheet of the paper, the back side of that floral paper actually, and cut it down to 2 by 4 so that it can go underneath the 4 by 6 photo in that block and represent our main character here. And then on the side, I'm going to cut a 3 by 5 and then a 3 by 3. I'm going to carry through that floral paper in the 3 by 5 block. And then for the 3 by 3 block, I'm actually going to use this cut apart and cut a 3 by 3 square. It looks similar to the polka dots that are used on the left-hand side of the page, but these are actually hearts, not circles. So it's similar but different. It gives it just a different look on the paper throughout the layout. So I really like how that came out. So now we've gotten the majority of the layout configured. Now I'm going to look through the papers to see what we can use as embellishments. I thought this large die cut of Hello Kitty would look cute down at the bottom of the layout, but I can't say I'm sold on it. So I move on to add a branding strip up at the top of our layout grid. The pattern is of sprinkles, and it adds movement and complements the colors in the flower and adds those to the layout as well. So now I'm looking at the 3 by 4 cut aparts to see what we can use on the layout. I remove the large Hello Kitty die cut and start to ink up the edges of my pattern paper with some Quick Quotes ink. And then I'm going to adhere everything down so that I can make an executive decision on what embellishments to use. Once I have all of the papers down, I decide on using an image of Hello Kitty with a camera from the 3 by 4 cut apart sheet. I cut the card out, and then I will have to fussy cut Hello Kitty from the card to use as a standalone embellishment on the layout. I also brought over our two 2 by 2 photos to go on top of that 3 by 5 block underneath the Hello Kitty and overlapping slightly with the 4 by 6 picture. So once I finish fuss and cutting the Hello Kitty image out, I decided I'm going to put her at the top in that 3 by 3 square. And of course, I'm going to add foam to this piece to give her some dimension on the page. You guys know I love dimension. I am going to ink up the edges of the die cut that I fussy cut out just to make it a little bit cleaner and to match the other pattern papers that I'm using here on the layout to hide some imperfections. I am going to lay my photos down flat to the layout. Now looking back at it, I kind of wish that I would have put them on pattern paper or cardstock just to have them pop a little bit from the background. Overall, it's still a cute layout, but that's something I wish I would have done. I took another look at the cut apart papers to see if there's anything else to bring forward. I know I need a title slash focal point, so I reach for a scrap of black cardstock and make a 1/2 inch wide banner. Black was the perfect accent color for this banner because the Hello Kitty is outlined in black. I then look through the pattern papers that I have, and I find this piece with the word Hello Kitty on it. That is from the sheet that I cut out that larger Hello Kitty from earlier in the process video. So I'm just going to cut out the title Hello Kitty, and that's going to be the title of my layout. I'm going to round the corners of this piece just so that it's a little bit softer, not as harsh um, with the other elements of the layout. And I'm going to put it up on some foam tape as well, since it will be the title. I ink the edges of it with the same pink Quick Quotes ink that I've been using for all of the pattern papers as well, uh, just to make sure that it is cohesive with the rest of the layout. Now that the title is down, I'm looking just for some additional accent pieces. I pull out some enamel dots that I have in a variety of colors, and I decide to use this multi-pack from Simple Stories. And I'm going to just take one of the smaller enamel dots and put it in the center of that camera that Hello Kitty is holding, just to give it some bling on the layout. I don't end up putting or using any more of the enamel dots around the page. I do still feel like something is missing, although the page is done. For the most part, something needs to be added. So then I decide to carry through that sprinkle pattern from the top of the page down to the bottom of the page, and I cut out a 2.5-inch strip and put that down at the bottom. When I add the strip to the bottom, it's really going to complete the layout for me. I truly love being able to scrapbook these type of moments as they're happening because the memories are so fresh. I'm really proud of myself for being able to complete this layout with such little product, but really have it stand out and be something unique. I hope that you're able to do something creative to make yourself proud today as well. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next one.